What is up, you guys? Today it is my personal goal to help you truly forgive yourself. Give yourself permission to let the weight off your shoulders, let go of the guilt, the shame, the regret, and take those golden nuggets forward of the things that have happened into our past forward. We don't want to forget our past. It's happened, whether we like it or not. But we can take all of the goodness from our past and take it with us in the future so that we can make a bigger impact on ourselves and on the world. And maybe it's just one person, but one person's life matters. Now, I am Braiden Belnap, and even though I'm a life coach, the things that I've done in the past qualify me for being a life coach. There's things that I've done in my past that I truly regret. Or let me take a step back there. I regret no longer. For a long time after I started transforming, I was always, I wish I never did this. I wish I never did that. And I held on to this guilt and this shame and this regret and this pain for a long time. A couple of things that I've done in my past, if you know anything about me in my past, is I got involved with smoking weed, cigarettes, alcohol at the age of 13. And that behavior led to me stealing. And one of the biggest things that I regretted, I would never take it back now just because so many lessons and blessings have came from it. But that was stealing money from my own brother. I carried that shame and guilt for a long time because that's a brother. No brother should do that. And I'm very well aware of that. And I was so shameful of that because I knew what that did to him. I know how much that affected him. And thankfully, I've been able to apologize and go through the forgiveness process to where I can let that shame and that guilt go and that regret. But it took some time. And now I speak about it openly on YouTube, podcasting with people, and I'm able to talk about this forgiveness process to allow people to see that they can also let go of their own, that they can let go of their own mistakes. And it's your time. Now, this is for you, whether you are ready to go through this forgiveness process or if you just want to start learning about it. That's okay. Either way, you can reach out anytime. I'm here for you. I truly want you to let this go. Now, with that in mind, there's going to be 5 steps to this forgiveness process. And I fundamentally believe if you're willing to commit to this, your life will transform. It transformed my life, and I've seen it transform so many other people's lives. I know without a shadow of a doubt it'll also impact you. With that in mind, let's jump right in. Honestly, the first step is going to be to get it all off your shoulders. So get a piece of paper, pen, paper, whatever you want. If you just have a phone, that's fine to take notes, but I do strongly suggest a pen and a paper. And if you want to watch this video all the way through, write the steps down, that's fine. Or if you want to pause it, come back as time goes on, that's fine as well. So first part, number 1, you're going to become aware of everything. At the top of your paper, write this question. What all do I need to forgive myself on? What all do I need to forgive myself on? And give yourself permission. Maybe it takes 1 minute, maybe it takes an hour, maybe it takes between that or longer than that. But take some time and write down everything that you need to forgive yourself on. Now, again, pause, come back, or write that down and keep going through this video. I did this at about the age of 15. And that was a lot for me. And the moment I wrote down everything, I felt overwhelmed. I was like, really? I need to forgive all of myself on, forgive all of this? Forgive myself on all of this? That's a lot. That's a lot of crap. So I said, okay, I'm going to take this one thing at a time. And the first thing is conquer what's the hardest to you at this point. Because the things that are hardest are going to make the biggest impact. So this is where you want to choose one thing. And after you choose this one thing, I don't care if you're Christian, Buddhism, Hinduism, I don't care what religion you are, I don't care if you're atheist. At this point, I want you to say a prayer. I want you to be seen by a higher being. Because the moment you see something higher than yourself, it allows you to show up as if you are higher than yourself in the present moment. Pray to something. Pray to the mountains if you don't believe in God. That's fine. But pray. Pray and ask for forgiveness. Pray and ask for guidance. Pray and ask to be seen and heard. Pray and say whatever you wish for, but certainly ask for forgiveness from something higher than self. Step 2. Step 3. We're going to go deep here. The fact of the matter is you cannot transform something if you don't understand the pain and the pleasure. I fundamentally understand that the pain that I caused my brother by stealing from him, I can't speak for him, but if my own brother stole from me, I feel like that would cause me some trust issues. It might cause me frustration with family. It may cause me to put some walls up. It possibly made it to where my brother was somewhat timid to getting close to people. I don't know. But I would write down all of the pain that you caused the other person of the thing that you did. And then ask yourself what pain it's caused you. By holding on to this regret, shame, guilt, what pain has it already caused you? And if you hold on to it for the next 5, 10 plus years, how will it affect you for the next years to come? And ask about the pleasures. I know that me stealing money from my brother wasn't a good thing, but now I will not steal a single penny. If somebody asks me to go to the grocery store and I say yes, they give me a 20 and it was $19.99, they are getting a penny back. I will not take a single penny. I won't lie, I won't cheat, I won't steal. Yes, I did a lot of it in the past, but I certainly won't do it now. And for my brother, maybe by me apologizing, showed him that even though I did ill, it wasn't with ill intention. I didn't recognize how hurtful it would be in the moment. And maybe I did subconsciously, but I consciously didn't recognize that. Maybe it shows him that even though somebody was bad in the past, doesn't mean that they're bad in the future. Maybe there's some lessons of good for him. And I shouldn't even say maybe, I know that for sure. But see all the pain and the pleasure. Write it all down. You have to go deep or you won't transform this. Now, number 4, you have to create a plan to overcome this forgiveness. If it's somebody like a brother where you know you can go apologize for it, maybe that's what it is so that you can overcome this. Maybe you stole money from a business. Maybe you stole money from somebody that already passed away. Maybe you can go donate money to a charity. Maybe you wasted somebody's time, so you go give your time to a charity. Maybe it's somebody has passed away and you write a letter asking for forgiveness and going through this process and letting them know that how you feel. But create a plan moving forward. And I'll say, my plan moving forward to my brother was an apology. But my apology was taking him out to dinner. And then I wrote a letter. That way I missed nothing. I didn't miscommunicate it. I didn't say it wrongly. I wrote it down on a letter and I wrote the letter to him. That way my message was communicated clearly. And the 5th step is action. You have to commit to action because now you know all of this. So if you don't take action, the emotions, from my experience, just come on heavier because it's like, I know I committed to that action. I knew I wanted to forgive myself. I knew I needed to apologize to this person and I didn't. That creates a lot of heavier emotions. So take action and go out and win. Most people hold on to their regrets, their shame, their guilt for their entire lives. And some of them die with that. And some of them transform it on their deathbed. And a very small percentage transform it throughout their life. What is it you want to do? If you're listening to this video, you're probably already dealing with some sort of pain, regret, shame, and you have weights on your shoulders. It's time to let that go. You don't need to wait. My emotions that I experienced when I was 15 and younger, even around when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, because of things that I did when I was younger, I can't even imagine carrying that throughout the rest of my life. It is freeing. It is liberating to be able to get on this YouTube and talk openly about the shit that I did. No, I'm not proud, and it's not a badge of honor that I stole money from my brother, but the ability to talk about it and have no shame, no guilt, no resentment towards self is liberating. And I want that for you too. So again, just to summarize, to fully forgive yourself. 1, write everything down on a piece of paper. 2, pray to a higher God. 3, understand the pain and the pleasure. 4, create a strategy to overcome your forgiveness, to overcome that mistake. And 5 is to take action. Now save this video, come back to it whenever you're ready to forgive yourself if you're not quite ready. But if you're not, I would encourage you, I would push you to just start the process. If apologizing is too much for you, that's fine. Then don't. But maybe if you're like me and you stole money from your brother, you go through the same process, but you'd make 2 action steps. Maybe it's, for now, I'm going to write a letter apologizing to my brother, and I'm going to burn it. I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to go through those emotions. That way I'm emotionally strong for when I do apologize to my brother. And that might be your step too. But just start. Start. That's all it takes. You'll become a much stronger person. I wish the best for you. Reach out anytime. And I really want to thank you for showing up, because as you become more, you're able to go make a bigger impact on this world. Go give other people permission to show up for themselves, to forgive themselves. Because as you do, you become the domino of giving somebody else that permission. With that in mind, thank you so much for showing up. And if you found value in this, subscribe, leave a review. And if you want to become more past just forgiveness, I invite you to the Prosperous Life membership. It'll be a link below where you can come get coaching weekly. You can join our community where on a weekly basis we do coach. I do coach you. I coach you through a certain topic. We coach at the end of each coaching session. But you have access to a community of people that are actively trying to become more so they can achieve more. So you have that community, you have that accountability to always push yourself forward. That in mind, you have a wonderful rest of your day.